You brought us to divinity. It brought me back. Since I work a lot of systemically, got kind of transgenerational and futuring, which is very nonlinear, my work. Well, as soon as you say the last temptation, you know who I saw in my heart's eye? Little Kristina living in the Big Apple. Immediately, association. I'm going very, archetypal, Carl
Yeah.
Jungian kind of mythology, right? But as soon as you said, and that's where, once we dive into that, once we stop repeating the old patterns based on what you say, the comfort, the fear of the new,
Yeah.
the old, etc. There is where the divine union is. That's where the kind of our reconnection, resurrection
Yes.
moment, rebirth moment occurs. And I think it's so powerful what you said. I just want to highlight something. You said where every step, towards our divine union, right,
Yeah.
is a divine assignment. I have
Yes.
never heard that word, of course, like that. That's why you do the work you do and I don't, right? But every step, this brought so much sacredness to the journey. So anyone
Mhm.
out there that is listening to this, I know I have a lot of, students, clients, friends that are incredible in their skills and that are really wanting not to only to publish a book, but actually to birth a book that matters, that could,
Yeah.
ripple in the generational pool of the future, right? We're ancestors of our future generations. So when we write, when we share, when we do a video, yes, it's great to make it about ourselves. I love that. I mean, first you have to feed yourself, right? To be able
Yeah.
to feed others. But I think it's really powerful. This will speak to those of you. Kristina works with leaders and people that are already, that you already have done the work, that you are not skipping the little steps, right? Because you don't want to delay something that wants to birth in wholeness. And
Yes.
whenever we skip pieces, we fragment reality, and we don't need to do that anymore. And so, Kristina, we're gonna close this. I'm gonna invite you back. I know that you are creating incredible opportunities for people. I know we're gonna give all your information for people to reach out. Especially those that are really in a level where they want to put out their stories that really matter for us to shift and come back to all of us, divine union. But I want to end with this as a blessing, and it's a words from you. And if you want to add up on them, that will be great, because I thought this was so powerful that I read from you. Kristina says, and I want everybody to receive that as a blessing from Kristina. The new myth is our individual and collective journey back to God. Just let that sink in for a moment. There's more. A collective and individual journey back to God. This is where our missions, Kristina and I, align, right? Back to God. So imagine not only writing a book, telling your story, whether in video, etc., in the world. We have a duty. Anybody of you that have a powerful message to share, that you have survived the darkest of things and you have chosen the path of the light, we have a responsibility to share. But just feel into this. This is no longer for me. Just publishing a book just dissolves. That's a mean to the, it's a step, the sacred step, like a reverent step of the way, like Kristina says. But it's a journey back to God. And then she shares with us the journey back to God, the divine, our eternal source, an inner pilgrimage from separation to union. And guess what? If you didn't have a mission, if you couldn't sharpen your vision and your purpose, if we all, and I know Kristina is opening incredible opportunities for people, she's getting everything ready for this. So when she announces all of what she's going to announce, please jump in, because if you didn't know what mission, this is a mission big enough that fits us all in, that we all take a pilgrimage with our individual work at the service of the collective, right? From separation to union. And after the pandemic of 2020, and with the rise of fragmented social media that sells you, I can, like Kristina says, I can get quickly, in shape by getting a surgery. No, I'm not judging. It's okay. It has a right to exist. I can get quicker to success if I, lie with marketing. I can become a bestseller author by purchasing the label, that of bestseller. We have a duty. Those of this podcast is going to be for those of you who are in alignment with this call and are willing, courageous, and brave enough to hear the hero's call, the call of the hero, accepted the journey, and walk from separation to union in everything you be, in everything you are, and in every choice you do. I believe these are one of the most powerful invocations, convocations, and words I've read, Kristina. And with that said, is there any final thoughts on this or a final blessing you would like to give to our audience?
There's this, I think I may have put this in what I sent you, but let me see if it's here. There's this beautiful quote from Michael Meade, which you might be able to read it, Yvonne. I don't think I have it pulled up in my notes here, but it's really about.
Yeah, I have it here. You want me to share it?
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, I would love that.
So this is the quote that she sent me. A community best serves itself when it truly serves the awakening of the unique story trying to come to life through each. Oh my gosh, I feel shivers. I'm going to have to read it again because I'm having a personal moment, right? Wow. And I read it before, but now reading it with you, I think is your energy. Let me read it again, everybody, because I totally had like a micro moment of breakthrough. A community best serves itself when it truly serves the awakening of the unique story trying to come to life through each person born. Wow, Kristina.
Thank you so much for this beautiful conversation.
Oh my goodness, that's her blessing, everybody. So Kristina, they'll find you through social media. We'll put all the handles, but they can find you there.
Yes, perfect. I'm at Voyages of the Spirit on Instagram, and there's much changing and much birthing. So stay tuned.
I know, and maybe my beloved sister, I do want to tell for those of you who are investors into the future, you may have an opportunity really soon to invest in funding something incredible that Kristina and her partner in business and isness are birthing into the world, because you heard, Kristina, you probably, those of you who are attuned to it, felt the transmission of the power of the words and the power of healing that this will bring to us. And this last quote from Michael Meade, the genius myth, right? That's what he wrote. Just the last words. The unique story trying to come to life through each person born. This is where every single human matters. This is where all of our stories matter. And this is where I can end this podcast with this by, after saying thank you to my beloved Kristina for sharing her wisdom. I can tell you, without you and without your story, existence would not be complete. Thank you, my beloveds. Thank you, those of you who listen to us every week. Please share us, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you back next week. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Spirituality Now podcast. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform and share us with a friend. To learn more about how to live more present in the moment and take your faith into action, visit thelaflorteachings.com/faith to access the free training of 21 Days of Faith in Action today.